As a recent self-employed entrepreneur, I realized that life is less about money and materialistic bullshit, and it's more about time. The time you spend with your loved ones, your friends, your family, the time you spend on that once-in-a-lifetime trip, the time you spend making unforgettable memories, even the time you spend working on your next big business project is valuable. So what's the point here? I'm a big believer that time is your most valuable asset. But as you can tell from the incessant fitness content, I'm also a big believer in health. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 low-calorie, high-protein breakfast options that you can make in under 5 minutes so that you can spend time on what's actually important. Before we crack into the first meal, I want to let you guys know we're going to be ranking these meals off 3 different metrics. First is, of course, taste, right? It has to taste good, because if it tastes like dog shit, you're not going to eat it. The second is time. How long is it actually taking us to prepare this meal? And the third is, how good is it actually for achieving your goals? This first meal has 3 ingredients and literally couldn't be any simpler. Start the timer, son, and let's go. This meal's perfect if you're running late to work and you need to whip something up quickly. So add 250 grams of this Anchor protein yogurt. This is the time-consuming part. Elbow grease, Johnson. Come on. Grab 50 grams of your frozen berries. And the dish is complete. Now, as you can see, I decided to go a little bit overboard and add banana and chia seeds. Now, the reason I did that, in all honesty, is just because I wanted the shot to look a bit more aesthetic in the B-roll. Firstly, the calories and macros are on the screen. Now, even with the extra added stuff, so I added in banana and chia seeds, this was 45 grams of protein and only 390 calories. And if you don't add the banana, it's pretty much got the exact same protein, but it's only 300 calories. So in terms of the nutrition department, we've got to give it a 10 out of 10. Now, time-wise, this took 3 minutes to prepare. Granted, most of that time was probably spent trying to whisk up the protein yogurt, but 3 minutes is going to be a competitive time, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And most importantly, we've got taste. Let's give it a try. So taste-wise, this is good. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I can see an error with this. If you're in a rush, you're using frozen berries, could potentially not be that enjoyable to chew through. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to knock it down to a 7. Now, as much as I love protein powder and protein yogurt, they are also the constituent of every single anabolic recipe ever made. So we're gonna change things up and we're gonna make some low-calorie peanut butter and banana toast. I know what you're thinking, peanut butter's not low-calorie. That's where you're wrong. Here's what you need. So you need some powdered peanut butter. Now this stuff, you can mix it with water, add salt, and it gives you a protein peanut butter without any of the fat. Some low-cal bread. I'm gonna be using Vogel's Ultra Thin Bread. Granted, this is frozen, and the only actual bread I have isn't low calorie. Just pretend it's this. I know it's not. And last but not least, my favorite food, the banana. You know the deal. Let's make it. This next part is by far the most important. It will make or break the meal. Too much water and it's like drinking peanut butter. Too little water and it's like spreading powder on your toast. This is 445 calories and 26 grams of protein. So overall, nutrient-wise, you have to give it about a 7. This took roughly 4 minutes and 45 seconds to make, so it was a little bit longer. If I had to give that a score, again, probably a 6 or a 7. Go 6.5. But where this really shines is taste. Whenever I'm trying to lose body fat, one of my cravings is the taste of like peanut butter, and this is a great way to get it in without adding the extra calories. Taste is 10 out of 10. Time's on. It's nearly 2 minutes down. Now, the reason I chose this breakfast is because it's ketogenic. Ketogenic basically means it contains 0 carbohydrates. Now, why is that beneficial for a breakfast? Well, have you ever been at work, you've gone to have lunch, you've come back from lunch and you just feel knackered? Well, that's because the carbohydrates you ingest at lunch end up spiking your blood sugar levels nice and high. You have a hormone called insulin, which is secreted by your pancreas. It brings your blood sugar levels down nice and low, causing you to crash. So the benefit of having a breakfast that contains 0 carbohydrates is that your blood sugar levels and therefore your energy levels are gonna stay nice and flat, allowing you to be more productive, baby. I've got my eggs ready. So the reason we cook the bacon first is because we want to then crack the eggs in the so that when you crack the eggs, we've got some grease in the fucking pan that we can actually use to cook the eggs. Fuck. It's nearly there. Come on, can't cook. Let's do some posing in the meantime. And time. Oh, breakfast is served. I freaking love meals like this. It's super easy, it's quick, it's delicious. Oh, look at that egg, runny egg. So this meal contains 430 calories and 36 grams of protein. So nutrient-wise, I think we can give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Taste-wise, you cannot beat it. In my opinion, I could eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I'm a breakfast guy. 10 out of 10. But the big question is time. Did we manage to cook it under 5 minutes? We did not. The total time was 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So for that reason, time-wise, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. However, with that said, 5 minutes and 40 seconds for a meal that is a 10 out of 10 depends on your preference. For me, this is my go-to. Chocolate and peanut butter ice cream. Taste-wise, easy 9 out of 10. Nutrient-wise, this contains 300 calories and 46 grams of protein, so to be fair, we have to give it a fucking 9 out of 10. And time-wise, this literally only took me 2 minutes and 45 seconds to make, so once again, a 9 out of 10.